everything is propaganda except for what he's saying, right? And honestly, like, it was beautiful the way in which he believed it. And because the religious guy, he believed what he was saying in the same way.
Wow. When you're traumatized, right? It's the fear that no, I'm not unrelated. Stop. No,
I didn't say anything.
When you're traumatized, right? It's the fear of the thing that like restricts you. Faith should set you free, not cage you.
Ooh, snaps. Hello, we're still shy.
Hi. Welcome back to Spiritual, maybe religious, the podcast, or how I like to call it now.
SMR the pod.
So, I'm still trying to figure out this whole intro thing, but I remain your lovely host, Rebecca.
I'm Adiola, or Adiola to the Nigerians out there.
And we're back with another episode.
But it's a new location for those who are watching.
Right? And do you guys notice anything?
2 mics.
You notice anything?
Somebody remembered her mic this time.
But yeah, I think that we are we're getting better with this
Yeah,
the
I
setup,
think so.
we're
I think
making
so.
it look more
and our
professional.
guy Karam, shout out to Karam. He flew all the way from Ohio. I just want to say,
Nice.
I think we're special.
I just want to tell you that every podcast episode is brought to you with love and sweat. Okay? Literally. But yeah, so do we want to just jump right into the episode?
Jump right in. What are we talking about today? Tell me. Remind me, please.
Well, first of all, just a quick disclaimer. It might be a controversial conversation.
Already? So early in?
I know, because we're both. What you
Okay,
mean?
let's do it.
But first, I think that I was discussing with Adiola, and I was telling her that it's very important for us to explain our perspective and what we believe, because watching back the previous episode, it looked like we made reference to God, Christian, church, and everything like that. And I was telling her that it's important for us to see that we, at least I might constantly make references to that, only because that's the path that I'm going with my spirituality. So it doesn't mean that it has to be the same path that you're taking. You can replace God with whatever, higher being that you believe in. Replace Christianity with whatever religion that you believe in, which is Islam or any practice that you believe. But anytime or if I could speak for Adiola, we make reference to that, we're talking from our perspective, and we hope that it doesn't get lost in translation when you're receiving the message. Did I do a good job?
Yeah, I think that was perfectly said.
Thank you.
Yes,
You want to
yes,
add
yes.
anything?
No.
Okay.
No, that was good.
So, that being said,
Why did you feel moved to kind of give that statement?
Okay.
Like, why did you feel moved?
Because in our previous episodes, I was just talking, and I think that you made the conscious decision to keep saying, we're not saying you shouldn't go to church, we're not saying da. But I think that subconsciously, I'm just like, they must know that this is just our point of view and not that we're trying to impose anything on them. So I just feel like, just do my own part. Let me formally say it so that I can just, from this point forward, I can make reference to these things and not feel like I'm forcing any group of people into believing what I believe in.
That's actually interesting, because when you first said you wanted to make the disclaimer, I didn't think that was the reason why. I actually thought it was more on you're like, I need people to be clear that I believe in God, and God is important to me. Like, I don't want anyone thinking that, like, I'm out here. So I thought that was where it was coming from, not the imposing part. So that's very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, two truths can exist.
That
is also a truth, but what I believe in shouldn't, like, have anything to do with how you receive my message. Is essentially what I'm saying. Like, I believe in God, and going through the Christianity path, but the podcast exists because of certain things about said religion that we or I don't necessarily, I question, but I'm still on that path, and that's why I made reference to. So yes, I do believe in God, but again, just to the people receiving the message, they need
Okay.
to understand that this is me.
Okay.
It shouldn't have anything to do with you. But if you believe in God too, then hey.
Welcome to the party. But even if you don't believe in God, I think there's a space for you like here
Exactly.
too, in terms
Yeah.
of just kind of like understanding and having like different opinions and all that good stuff. So
Right.
I
Because
love
I don't
that.
know, I feel like low key, I think that we're just doing wordplay. God, universe, everything. It's
Okay,
still
but when I said that, I feel like that was so, because we went hiking, we went on a cabin trip, and then I said, God, and I said, well, some people refer to that as the universe,
Go ahead.
but that was, I think, triggering for some people.
Yeah, because okay, when in the context of saying God, right, and you'd be like, when you're communicating with God, you pray, and I feel like, okay, I feel like I was the one that actually stirred that
Oh,
conversation
I
because
know
I
it
was
was you. I was waiting for you to say. Oh, that's what I said. Oh.
because again, like I think that my brain constantly looks out for patterns, and so I just sat and thought about it. Okay, people pray to God, and then the universe. You say you manifest to the universe, but like, isn't it essentially like the same thing?
Yeah.
Like you're doing the same thing, but it's just seen differently.
Yeah, but what you just said now is a big no in a lot of religions. In fact,
Well, yeah,
it's
definitely
very,
Christian. Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
No, what
yeah.
I'm saying is that I think that the thing that I'm saying they should put aside is what like Christians don't want to put aside. But if we just like move it to the side a little bit, we'll see that.
There are lots of commonalities.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I agree. It's just that you did not disagree last time we talked, so it's just
Yes, yes, I
It's
did.
very nice seeing the transition, I guess, and like your thought patterns. For how
Yeah.
you're thinking about it too. That's really cool.
Because I think it was you and James that were talking. I don't know, were you guys on opposite sides or something?
Yeah. James was saying no, like,
Right.
but then I think I said, well, God created the universe, right? And God is omnipotent and He's everything. So then, if that's the case, isn't He also the universe?
I think
And-
you even said, "How do you pray?" And it's like, "How do you manifest?"
Yeah,
It's like,
it was the same exact
Newsflash.
process. Yeah, so I was like, okay, well, this is, and I just stopped talking. I was like, I don't know. I feel like he'll come to his own conclusion one way or another. Okay.
okay. Well, so another, I want to say, topic of discussion. Well, not topic of discussion. I think that in these earlier episodes, it's just important for us to kind of stay grounded to why we started the episode, which is where we are in our spiritual lives and everything like that. And the religious part of spiritual, maybe religious, is the part of us that still kind of conforms to religion. And I was telling Adiola, I said, look, I said God is love, and I believe in love. I believe in being a kind person. I believe in being a morally good person. And some of the things that is kind of overlapped, right, with religion. I think, like, I keep making the mistake, whether it's the second half of the commandment that is about, because the commandment is split in two halves. One half is your relationship with God, and the other half is your relationship with people. And I believe in the things that it says, which is like love your neighbor as yourself, and all the others. And that one I'm not confused about. I'm good. But the other half has a lot of, I guess, translations and what people think that it means about the relationship with God. Because people try to define it like restrict it to like specific things that they want it to be, and that's where I struggle with, right, the right way to have a relationship with God. And I'm curious to know what you have to say about that. N- For those listening, she was just staring at me like nothing.
Well, the describe like I guess I just didn't understand your question. I was very confused.
No, I was saying that like the five that has to do with the loving like your relationship with people. Right,
Okay.
I agree with, but the other five.
Tell me about the other
they said
five.
okay, it said not serve
And,
other gods
yeah.
and all that, and see now I told that this episode would be controversial, right? Okay, a certain group, a religious group, believe that another religious group that bow to a statue that is not God
Okay.
are basically breaking one of the commandments.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, right? Where it's
Okay.
like point of view. So
Yeah,
that
yeah,
five
yeah. I
is
see.
very
I see.
tricky. And we are all saying that we're serving the same higher being of God.
No, they
Why
don't
not?
think we are.
Oh.
No, that's the whole point of like the really like because remember we made a new friend.
Oh my God.
On my birthday, really wonderful religious guy,
Yes.
and he should actually become a pastor.
Yeah.
And he was very emphatic about it, and he said, Jesus is the only way to God. Point blank, period. I don't care if you are an angel and you're amazing. If you do not actually believe in God and you don't give your life to Him, you are going to hell. And there is no ifs, thens about it. So they don't believe that we're all serving the same God at all.
Yeah.
Well, by
And
day,
it
at
scared
least him.
Adiola because Adiola was like,
Well, no, it actually it's not that it's okay. So okay, let me give some more context then. Okay, so during that conversation, I asked, well, so essentially, if like a rapist or murderer or whatever, if right before they die, they somehow believed and gave their life to Christ, will they go to heaven and will they be fine? And he said, yeah. And I said, well, so then what is my incentive? Like, why can't I just, shake my bum a little bit? Let me be bad. Let me stop trying to be the good girl and angel that I am. And then just wait till right before I die and say, you know what, God, forgive me. I give my life to Christ and then I go to heaven. Like, I can have my fun here. So it didn't scare me. I said that I don't like that world because you're essentially saying that it doesn't matter if you're morally good. If you don't believe in God.
yeah.
And then I took it the way my brain always works to mean the inverse, right? You can be morally bad, but just believe in God, and then you're fine. Those two things make absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. And so
Okay, no, I don't think that you were
was my
scared. You
issue.
said it was scary, like
Yeah,
to
no.
think that
Because with someone with my brain, you're giving me a free pass to just you know what I mean? So like it just felt crazy to me that he was essentially saying that people and how you interact, that's not what he said, so
Yeah.
but that's what I took it to mean.
Mhm.
That you being good to each other, you not ruining the world, you just being a decent person
does not
has no value.
get you. So that is one of the many reasons why I am spiritual, maybe religious, because
Yeah.
I have doubts, and I think religious people think that doubt is disrespect, like questioning is like, because everything he said, I mean, he said it so confidently, like it made sense to him. And then Diola and I were actually like, like logically speaking, like how can someone be morally good and it doesn't matter?
But a lot of it, at least with a lot of what I hear, it's logic plays no role.
Yeah, that's
into
what I'm
it.
saying. Yeah,
And-
yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, this is gonna be a bad comparison. We also had a separate conversation, not about religion, and now I'm seeing some overlap, which is concerning. We had a separate conversation with someone, a bit on the super conservative side, and his
Yeah.
words essentially was that everything is propaganda except for what he's saying, right? And honestly, like, it was beautiful the way in which he believed it. And because the religious guy, he believed what he was saying in the same way.
Wow. We had such a loaded weekend.
And And I would just say that some of the things, the propaganda guy was saying, I wouldn't say it comes from a place of love.
No.
You know what I mean? It was more, let's just leave it there.
Yeah.
And then the religious guy, but they were saying the same thing, which was everybody else is wrong except for me. And I don't know, I just now saw that, like, oh my God.
Commonality. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I don't know what to do with that. Sorry, I'm in real time just now making the two comparisons. Because what we were saying about the propaganda guy is that, like, the brainwashing that they've done on him, wow, it
good
needs
job.
to be studied.
Irreversible.
Excellent job. But the same can be said about.
So
Let's leave it there. I don't want to.
another thing, because again, my goal for this episode is to just again mention the few things that puts me in that weird like middle
why are we
between
questioning? Yeah.
spiritual and religious. And another thing is like the fear of God. And they say that we should fear God, and I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about it, because it seems like it's the right, like it's like go to him or like, or you perish, right? Seems like an abuse.
Right? Is it bad that I don't know. So, like, I love God, and I feel like I'm his baby, I'm his favorite. So the fear that all of these people are having, I don't have it. So then does that mean that my faith isn't strong enough?
It depends on who you're asking. So the thing is that for me, I think that the fear of God, fear of God and respecting God is, I don't know, maybe that's what they mean to say, but I don't want to put words in their mouth. But
I mean, they said what they said.
Do you think they mean we should respect him, or they mean that we should fear him?
I've had this conversation, because you know me, I'm always asking. Fear is what I've heard.
Because if the only thing keeping you in line is the fear, then you're not transformed, honestly. That's what I think. Because it's like when you're traumatized, right? It's the fear that I'm not unrelated. Stop.
I didn't say anything.
When you're traumatized, right, it's the fear of the thing that like restricts you, right? So I'm not saying that that's what I'm saying that that's what it feels like for me.
Okay.
Because it makes me so, like, even when I try to build my spirituality, and like I'm fasting, like I'm doing the like revivals, attending live streams, I find that I'm very like, when I do something, I'm constantly like thinking about the fear, like, fear, even down to, and you will laugh, right? When I go to the store, those stores that are like donate like this thing to round up, I'll do it the first time, second time. When I now want to say no, it's like I'm like, damn, okay, no, this is not what God wants. I'm like, damn, do I have to keep donating every time? Like, like I just keep judging myself, and it's like because of that fear. And I'm like, I don't think this is what transformation should feel like. And I'm a good person, I am, but does that mean that me being good means that I always have to round up and donate to the organization? I'm serious. Help me.
I don't round up.
God,
I'm sorry.
Okay. I want to see that. Okay. So, another thing, faith.
Okay.
I wrote something like, to be exact, faith should set you free, not cage you.
Ooh, snaps.
So, if your spiritual path is making you shrink or disappear or hate yourself, which it sounds like what I just said, but no, it might not be. It might be control and not like.
Yeah. So I do wonder though if maybe that's just your experience, only because again with some of these religious people, the ones I actually don't agree with, I envy them a little bit because they seem freed by all of what we would consider the control.
What you see is that they are free, right?
And they feel free.
That's
and
what
they
you
say
get
that they're free and they're happy. Like sometimes I envy
like
them.
you wish
You
that
know
you
what
could.
I mean?
They didn't have the doubts.
Yes, like all of the questions. Like, I wish, because you know how he just had the answer, the religious one, not the propaganda one, and he just like, sorry, we have nicknames for people now, I guess, but he just, there's a beauty in believing wholeheartedly and like committing and just being 100%. And I wish I had that, and I think that probably is freeing for them, but for some reason it does the opposite for us.
I think that the foundation is like if you can convince yourself that the only way to God or the higher being is through that one way, then like you're able to easily accept anything, right? But because our open-mindedness is what has given, because that actually brings me to my next point, which is, can you believe without belonging? So like do you have to belong to like a denomination or a group to be close to God?
I mean, you know my answer to that already.
So obviously like the people that you're talking about that you're what word did I use? See, envious or jealous?
Yeah, and I'm envious of them.
It's because they believe, like,
yeah, wholeheartedly.
They believe
no
that
doubt. They have all of the answers.
That's the only way. And so from that perspective, it just means that anything outside of that, you do not have a relationship with God.
According to them, yeah. But then I think that was the same question I posed to him, because I was like, well, there are Muslims who feel the exact same way, but they think that you're the one who's wrong. And there are a lot of different sects of religion, and they all think that they're the ones who are right.
Yeah. Okay, I think for me, I think that because, and they say that what the book is inspired by the Holy Spirit, but I think that the lens that I'm seeing it is that man wrote, documented these things, right? And we've seen how human beings are, like, and so that's why, like, I don't have any doubts like whatsoever about God, but it's just the things that have been said that, oh, this is what he said, that I actually really do have a problem with. And so I'm stuck between wanting to follow a denomination blindly and just maybe okay, let me pick my words wisely. What word did I use?
Modifying?
Yeah, but like, as opposed to just going solo on this spiritual journey, just kind of using one path, especially with a familiar path that I know, to keep me grounded, at least to make me feel like I am not being lazy and like I'm actually doing something about, not just saying that, oh, I want to be close to God, but not actually doing anything
about it. No, I get it.
And things like that. So I'm kind of like stuck where I'm like, I mean, do I have to belong to a denomination to be close to God, or can I still belong to one but don't fully agree with everything that they say?
When you say denomination, what do you mean by that?
So like, well,
Protestant, Baptist, do you mean at that level, or just like Christian?
Well, on any level, honestly, both, like just any, well, what word would I use? What word would I use to like generalize? Because not all of them are religions, right? Some are just like,
well, Christianity is a religion.
Yeah, I know what Christianity is, but like beliefs, yeah. So do you have to belong to any like of these?
I don't think so. I think it's just, I don't know. There's something about grouping that is like a psychological thing with us humans. Like, I don't know why we we have that tendency, but no, I don't think so.
Okay. Well.
And I mean, for me, I'm taking a bit of a different path. I am exploring Buddhism.
Would you like to?
Next episode, we'll talk about that.
Cliffhanger? How dare she?
I have a sneaking suspicion that the sweet spot for me is going to be at the intersection of Christianity and Buddhism.
Do you want me to tell them why you are exploring Buddhism?
Oh, wait. Did I?
You want me to tell them, or you want to tell them?
Wait. Tell me.
What you told me.
What did I tell you? I don't even remember.
So, Adiola said.
Oh, no.
All the people that are like all the best people in their fields,
Okay,
like
that
whatever
was just
field
one
that.
reason. No. She's saying
That-
it wrong.
Okay.
So one of my favorite podcasts back
Okay.
then was Tim Ferriss, and he interviews like people who are the best in their field.
Yeah.
Almost without like
Mm-hmm.
all of those people, they mention that they meditate. And so meditation is just one piece of Buddhism. So then I decided to like look into it, and I was like, well, I think they might be onto something here.
That's what I'm saying. It reeled you in. Like,
Yes,
well, you're like,
the
I'm
meditation
okay. I
reeled
want to
me
say we all
in.
know Adiola wants to be the best, but then it's like, I'm telling you now, Adiola wants to be a billionaire.
Don't
So-
we all? Don't we all? Well, no. I want fulfillment.
Yes, fulfillment.
I have a sneaking suspicion that money might help. But fulfillment, at the end of the day, if I can get it without all the money, I don't care about the money.
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
don't care about the money?
No.
Okay.
I'm just a simple
cool.
girl.
Well, do you think that this is a good
A good
Closing
point
point?
to end? I think so.
I do have something to say. I want to say that I feel like a real relationship with God should make you more you and not less a you.
I agree.
Okay.
And I think you should feel good about yourself and about the world. And I think it should genuinely make you a better person. And if you're spewing hate,
And-
I think you might be going the wrong way.
Right. And with that, we are wrapping up the episode.
And then I think we came up with how we're going to end.
No, we didn't.
Bye. They would have said, bye.
Bye. See? We don't have live audience this time, so we have to clap for ourselves.